Johnny loves Chachi.
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from a hilarious story about how 50 once killed Ja Rule in the past, and we also got more on Diddy's predicament, this time from Wendy Williams. And when it comes to Drake, it is a mixed bag today, as we got Xzibit out here cooking Drake for not understanding what he got himself into by underestimating Kendrick Lamar, and we got CBS Mornings also out here cooking Drake for the lawsuit. However, we got Jim Jones backing Drake for going up against UMG, and today we'll be starting with what perhaps explains why acts like Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross decided to go perform at the US President's inauguration ball, as this hit the web a few hours ago about Rick Ross. Rapper Rick Ross accused of owing 5-figure tax debt as he fights paraplegic in court, and it added, according to court documents obtained by In Touch, the Georgia Department of Revenue filed a sales tax execution against the musician in late 2024. The filing states Ross failed to pay $65,000 on a 2021 bill, and Drake fans in particular have been going off over this report on social media, and the bat signal has been put up for 50 Cent. As 50 Cent caught wind of this, flushed face emoji, 64 amps on a bill is a hell of a tax money. Clearly an error in the post, as it is 64,000 and not 64 million, but I guess the point stands. And fans are out here quoting Drake, "You young boys, take some of that money and set it aside. Not having enough to pay your tax is a federal crime." And on 50 Cent, we got this story from Tony Yayo from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast.
He talking about 50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta.
This nigga crazy, man.
He said, hold on, go back to that part.
What happened, man?
50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta. Like, he was there. Rest in peace to Chaz. I know 50 ain't really fuck with him like that. Many man, he slim switch side to him. I'm just truthful. Like, real street shit. I tell y'all, because y'all a street show. That's why I fuck with you. But, like, Ja Rule and them, we there. Chaz there. Chaz like, go in the hotel. Yeah, it was so good. All right, cool. Ja Rule there. This is after 50 got murdered. I don't believe you. Black Child and them there. Nigga, Fifth KO'd that nigga. So look, Ja Rule just come in the elevator. Murder! So look,
He didn't say murder.
I can't fuck with this.
I'm not a rapper. I never was with this rapper shit, bro. I just was along for the ride. No Diddy. I wasn't with all this rapper shit. You heard? Fifth, he is Southpaw. Fifth is Southpaw.
Hold on, what did nigga running? Wait.
Any rapper want to fight 50?
Wait. How did the nigga run? What did the nigga run up and say?
Murder!
And since this is still on, some have now concluded, in reaction to the clip, the longest beef in history. They should pass it down to their kids now. They are old enough to be called grandfathers. Laughing emoji. And moving on, we got CBS Mornings out here making fun of Drake for going at UMG over Not Like Us. Check out a snippet.
Giving crash out, guys, but from a legal perspective, it's an interesting move on Drake's part. Notably, he's not suing Kendrick Lamar, right? He's suing Universal, which reps both of these artists.
So why would he do that?
Yeah, so it's interesting. It seems like a failed attempt, sort of not to look petty, not to look like he's suing the artist that just annihilated him in this rap battle. Let's just call it for what it is. That song is a banger, right? But so the idea is that Universal.
Carolyn, I didn't know you were a rap fan.
I am.
Oh my God,
I'm a Lamar stan. I'm a Kendrick Lamar stan. But look, legally speaking, the idea is that Universal has been representing Drake for many, many years, that they know these allegations are false. They wouldn't be repping him otherwise. And the fact that they push this distribution so much, the song has been streamed on Spotify over 1 billion times. They've really been backing Kendrick Lamar on this one. Look, it's unique in this industry. I think it's sort of poetic justice, the song Not Like Us. I mean, a lot of people in the community are saying, this is not how you deal with hip hop rap battle beef. You go in the studio, you lay down some tracks. This is not what Drake is doing. On legal grounds, I think he's on pretty shaky legal grounds. There's this concept of sort of informed consent. It's when you get into rap battles, you would expect that there's going to be some, back and forth. And there is also First Amendment free speech rights implicated here.
And perhaps Soulja Boy was onto something when he stated days ago, time to disappear. P.S. Drake, you went out sad. But some Drake fans have flipped it on CBS with, she literally called herself a Kendrick Lamar stan. So much for unbiased journalism. And by the way, this is exactly how I pictured Kendrick's fan base looking like.
Come on, man.
And we got Xzibit also out here cooking Drake for miscalculating the situation with Kendrick Lamar. Check out a snippet from Drink Champs.
Kendrick Lamar is a very special individual. I think he is a deep thinker. I think he is a big part of what is unifying and energizing the West Coast right now. I think he was severely underestimated. And when you look at the parable of David and Goliath, and you see, somebody who's, very, dismissive or very arrogant or very, feeling like, because Drake wasn't talking the way he's talking now at the beginning, but when Kendrick wasn't saying nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was very funny. It was very poking holes. It did the Tupac thing.
Drop and give me 50.
Yeah. Doing the Tupac AI thing. You talk about feeling disrespect. I mean, the whole coast, we love Tupac.
Right. Kendrick's line was, you think the coast is going to let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that Oakland show might be your last stop, nigga. You telling me that's how people really took it? Like,
yeah, he took some liberties with that. And look, dude, I got no dog in this fight.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
none of us do.
Yeah, but the West Coast is where I'm at, and that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so Kendrick is definitely ruling the pack. You know what I'm saying? And he's setting the tone. And so, I just think that what we're seeing now is the repercussions of stepping on somebody that you shouldn't have stepped to. Like, they're not even in the same class. In my opinion, Drake should have just put out a massive hit for the women and went on about his business.
And Drake fans flooded social media with Xzibit disrespect over this, as we got takes like, this dude was never big in hip-hop, his opinion holds no weight, y'all gonna let a dude step to y'all and y'all won't answer? And once again, we see them dragging Eminem into this drama with takes like, Xzibit's only relevant song is his M feature, and what's the difference?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I understand that you are upset, okay? I get it.
And that's cause M carried. Other than that, he's only known for Pimp My Ride. But to be honest, even Drake fans gotta admit at this point that Drake underestimated the situation with Kendrick Lamar, as even on Family Matters, Drake refused to focus solely on Kendrick and made it about all the rappers who were coming at him at the time on some The Avengers versus Thanos vibe, only for him to be suing UMG for defamation right now, quoting lyrics from Not Like Us in the lawsuit and more. So it is not like Xzibit is lying about Drake underestimating Kendrick. But do you agree that Kendrick and Drake are not in the same class? I would argue that the ghostwriter quote allegations and leaked reference tracks that saw Drake rap verses written by rappers like Lil Yachty disqualified Drake. Thoughts? And moving on, not everyone is dunking on Drake for suing, as we got rapper Jim Jones going off about how Drake is doing the right thing, even if Drake may be taking advantage of the turbulence. With Kendrick Lamar, check out a snippet from the Broken Frontin' podcast.
How many in the hood got lawsuits? How many
This is different though.
How many in the hood got lawsuit money? How's it different? He's in a different realm. That's his hood.
But I feel like it's where's the lawsuit?
Listen to me. Where's it coming from?
It's coming from a rap beef. That's giving them the motive to have the lawsuit.
You think about this shit wrong. You think about a bag or you think about a rap beef that's imaginary to the people. These are playing on the highest level of fucking entertainment. $1 billion game. Now, if he could catch $1 billion game in the midst of a rap beef, shitting me? I
think reputation matters. I think your image matters.
Bro, he's not snitching on nobody. He's catching a lawsuit.
No, I'm not. This has nothing to do with it. I'm not calling him him a snitch.
Let's get this together. He's not in a court of law. He's not have a personal suing against Kendrick Lamar, which everybody seems to think that this lawsuit is about. He didn't sue Kendrick Lamar. He sued UMG, which is the biggest company that has the biggest bag. You think I ain't gonna sue Amazon if I ain't get a chance to? Me suing everybody. Any one of them companies I get a chance to playing at that level to sue for billions, I'm going for it. Are you crazy?
I feel like there's unwritten rules though.
Of what?
In the rap game.
Of what?
I'm never gonna use a beef as a way to sue a record label.
You're making up your own unwritten rules. If he was suing Kendrick Lamar for defamation of character directly, papers got sent to him. People in the hip hop.
You know how much people you could sue?
People here in the hip hop game should be in an uproar. Like, oh, well, when Tracy Morgan just caught that bag, we was happy for him, right?
Of course, it was a car accident.
So how the fuck we not gonna be happy about somebody who get a bag from one of the biggest companies that been everybody anyway, you heard? So if it was on the flip side and a coalition of our smart rappers were to come together and be like, we're suing UMG for money retroactive for all of the bullshit games they've been playing and shit like that, it would have been, oh, hip hop wins, one for the culture. But because this man is smart enough to use his turbulence to go after a bigger picture, which none of us will ever be in them rooms anyway, he's suing UMG, bro.
But some users are convinced Jim Jones is just doing damage control for Drake. Dude's trying to make it what it isn't. Laughing emoji. He's suing because of a rap record within a beef. If he never lost the beef, he would not be doing this. And I'd add that Jim Jones is acting like Drake already won the case. Now if Drake ends up winning hundreds of millions of dollars from the lawsuit, then Jim Jones might have a case to back up his position. But right now, that's a wild position to take, in my opinion, since this is far from over. And more, the difference is, had there been no loss in this battle, this lawsuit doesn't happen. So to say one has nothing to do with the other, asparagus and apples, is dumb. However, Jim Jones got some users in his corner. This is why y'all dudes will be forever broke. Y'all think this hip-hop-ish is that important? F a rap beef, F hip-hop, run me my coin. I guess we found Snoop's burner account.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
But jokes aside, even if Drake wins the lawsuit in the end, it comes down to this. He's right though, if the business practice is shady, which everyone believes already, build your case. This won't change the outcome of the battle at all, and as it stands, the general consensus from rappers and fans is that Kendrick won, right? And moving on, we got Wendy Williams out here cooking up Diddy, as she's convinced Diddy is done. Check out a snippet from The Breakfast Club.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Hey, when I watch TMZ and I see the stuff that goes on, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I see me on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird seeing me on TV when I'm caught in this position. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was watching Cookout and there I am in the first opening scene. I was like, oh my God. Season 1, episode 13, there I am on Martin. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day. And you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
She still got it.
Diddy done. Do-da day.
How you doing? See, she still got it.
Wendy.
Oh my God. The queen has spoken. There you have it.
That's right.
And it is funny to see users on social media getting cooked by the community notes, as some have tried to go viral by claiming that if she knew all along, why didn't she say something before? Only for these users to get violated by community notes on X. But over to you guys. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.